Hi guys, welcome back to another update. So the reason why I'm wearing a jersey is because it is customer service week.
Happy customer service week.
Sometimes you make plans without a way to solve them. You write lists. You just write a mighty budget and you know that budget is bigger than you. But you know who that budget is not bigger than? God. Your budget is not bigger than God. It's not like one big money entered my account or anything, no. But I just have been having all those moments that always tell me trust God. Like just give it to God and go and sleep. Oh my God. You know, there are times where I've told God, I'm not giving you a timeline, no, but if you could just answer my prayer like 2 days from now, I really need this to happen. And before the 2 days, in fact, the same day I say that prayer, this prayer gets answered. Other times I'll just, put it out there and be like, God, I need such and such amount by such and such time. And I earn a salary, so I know when they pay me, and I know that money is not going to come before then. But God works a miracle anyway. And you know how he works it? You have to have something for him to multiply. It could be a gift, yes. But other times, it's usually through my business. You guys know I have a makeup business where I sell products as well. So when it's not salary week, the products come through. When the products don't come through, makeup jobs come through. I'm just here to say thank God. Thank God for the opportunity to be able to work. Thank God for the opportunity to be able to earn, to run a business, and to have the trust of people. Because if I weren't an honest business person, nobody would trust me to deliver anything. So I just want to thank God. I want to say the prayer the same way that the people of the movie, the series The Chosen say it. Blessed are you, Lord God. Blessed are you, Lord God. That's it. Trust God. Hi guys, hi, welcome to another new vlog. I don't know about you, but these vlogs that I have been posting the past couple of weeks are more for me like keepsakes more than content. I haven't even been sharing them on social media platforms. I just post them on YouTube and go, because I feel like it's really nice to record and post so that later on in life I could watch and see how my life unfolded, how it changed, how there are things I prayed for that came to pass, which for me, I feel like I usually am exhausted, but I feel like putting in the work makes it easier in the long run. So yeah, I don't know about you, but if you're ready to dive into today's set of events or this week's set of events, then let's get into it. And if these kind of real life, realistic, slow burn type of vlogs are your vibe, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like educative content, you would find makeup tutorials here, hair salon experiences, real life realistic type stuff. So subscribe if you are looking forward to seeing realistic stuff and everyday life stuff. Thank you guys. Let's go. Now before we get into this video, I just want you guys to see that there's a lot of things going on. I might not say the timeline or anything, but we are truly in full wedding planning mode. We are sending out Ashwebi packages. We are going to see the vendor who is going to make my wedding dress, taking measurements and talking to vendors. A lot of money is going out, which is why the stress is insane. But like I said, my God is bigger than everything. The stress, the budget, everything. So let's put it in God's hands and go to sleep. Sugar cane is not my favorite thing. I mean, I like the sugar, but eating it is such a hassle. Which is why after church, I saw this guy cutting and I was like, yeah, cut some up for me. Then I got home and the marathon cooking started. So on today's menu, I will be making chopped up beef curry sauce. And this is me just doing the work of a butcher. I was really just trying to be careful so I don't cut my hand, but I was making it into bite-sized chunks because I feel like it will make it more fun to eat rather than having one piece of meat per bowl of food. I would rather have so many different pieces of meat. I don't know if it's just me, but I prefer it that way.
Why you say I did nothing for you and if I do anything you want me to do? Maybe another time, maybe another life. You will be my wife and we'll get it right. Don't cast, last. Now everybody go job breakfast.
Now let's add stuff that will make our meat sweet. I'm starting off with a seasoning cube from Star, and I'm just going to spread that onto the meat after I've strained it, of course. And then I go on in with some thyme, and after I apply the thyme, wow, this is no makeup. After I put in the thyme, I'm going to put curry powder, which is going to give this soup its color and a little bit of taste. Now I have this yaji. It's a pepper mix which will serve as my paprika for the marinade. Put some salt as well, and I'm gonna kind of mix them together so that every single piece of meat gets the proper coating. And then I'm going to use my frying pan. And if you do not have a non-stick pan, do not worry. Do not even worry. You can use any pot you have. No, I have not added any water to this meat. All this juice is what came out from the meat. So when the juice is all drained out from the meat, I'm just going to add some water and let it cook like normal. Here I am also going in to add a bit of corn flour. You can use a bit of semo just to make it a bit thick. To get this kind of consistency and texture, and then add your veggies, as many as you like. Now I love this sauce because it is a healthier option than regular stew. It is less fried, less oily, and can be eaten with anything. Now you see this part there. You guys know how I just like to make cake so I can have something to eat because I don't like bread. Well, in my previous vlog, I talked about how the last cake I made was a bit too thick, how I forgot to measure the flour and put exactly the measurement I was meant to put. Well, in this video, I followed the instructions. I measured my flour. In the previous video, I forgot to put the lemon zest I planned to put. In this video, I remembered to put everything: salt, baking powder, sugar, properly measured flour, the eggs. Look at how beautiful this was looking. And then I got it in my head. In fact, I think this cake was perfect until I added the last thing. Now that I think about it, it's paining me because it's gas I'm using to bake. This is wasted money, ingredients. Look at me now. I remembered. I put lemon zest. Oh, okay, let me calm down. Anyway, I said I didn't want the regular vanilla looking color. I wanted something brown. Instead of me to just leave this thing to cook a little bit longer in the pot, instead of me to give it allow and make it burn, make I get brown color, I can't say, no, make I add Milo. Forgetting the fact that I don't like tea. And if I'm mixing tea in this cake, that's what I'm going to get. Mixing milk and Milo is going to give tea inside the cake. You might be asking, why am I teaching you guys how to make bad cake? Basically, we are here so that you have to learn from other people's mistakes. This cake was totally fine until I added Milo. So if you stop exactly where I did not add Milo, your cake will be fine. your cake will be just fine. Anyway, movie break. If you're wondering why the man looks like Jesus, it's because that's the series called The Chosen, and that's currently what I am watching now. Anyway, this is us. There goes everything. I am using my oven. As I said in my previous video, we shall not be calling this any local oven. Anyway, I put it, covered it up as usual, and it was looking beautiful. Look at how it rose now. Just wait and see something. The moment I put in the knife, I perforated it. It was perfect though, because when the knife comes out clean, it means your cake is done, right? Look at how the thing deflated. Look at how the thing deflated immediately. I took it down and I was like, what's going on? Why is my cake folding inside? I brought it down. I flipped it. I was looking at this thing. I was unsure. I flipped it. Normally, I don't flip my cake, but I didn't like the face. I was like, let me just flip it. I don't want to see that thing. I took off that edge. I ate it. It was tasting normal. I know it was still hot. So there's a different feeling and taste when something is still hot. But then look at this now. I was actually using my knife to say, but I put my knife inside now. It's not supposed to be looking raw. Anyway. I actually think this cake tastes better than it looks. It's crunchy on the outside, soft and moist on the inside. It's not as pale and as white as it used to be when there is no coloring. And I can taste the Milo, I can taste the milk. It's nice. It just looks funny. But all those nice looking cakes, sometimes they taste so plain and boring. So this is kind of nice. We'll keep experimenting. We're not professional bakers. We're just trying to make something for breakfast. So yeah. Now the update is the next day I went to work and I couldn't chuck it down. I ate this cake and I almost threw up. So yeah, it ended up in the dustbin. But here is the highlight of my weekend cooking. I mean, this is the dish that I dished out. I paired my curry sauce with some white rice and plantain, and I feel like I was so excited. I filled my plate with what I couldn't eat, but this is what I took to work. It had enough for about 3 lunches. Because if you don't do this thing, you will go to work and you will be hungry and you will buy rubbish. Anyway, I'm so happy I have stacked up all these things, and this is the week where customer service was starting. And this was my first day fit. I couldn't record landscape. I was in a hurry. I had to leave home and I went to the park to drop off one of the Ashwebi parks so that it will arrive at its destination on time. I was at this park at 6 a.m. I think. So afterwards I went to work. They must have been so confused, but this was our way of welcoming them and appreciating them for being our customers and banking with us. And I guess this little gesture kind of excited them as well because they were smiling. On Tuesday, I was wearing black on black and I caught myself on camera while having lunch. And afterwards, I actually went home to package something because a client bought some makeup products, so I was just trying to get her package complete before I dispatch it. And I also made some content so that I'd be sure that I packed everything according to the list. I made sure to add free gifts and packaged it and gave it to the dispatch. So if you'd like some makeup products for yourself, comment below. Hi guys, welcome back to another update. So the reason why I'm wearing a jersey is because it is customer service week where we are, and today is Jersey Day. So if you come to the bank and you see that your bankers are dressed down, it's because today's theme is Jersey Day. Thank you guys so much for always patronizing us, because it is because of you that we are still in business. Regardless of whether it is my makeup business or the bank's business, I'm so grateful for you guys, and I am always willing and ready to go the extra mile to deliver gold standard service. So guys, let me know how you guys are celebrating customer service week in your organization. However it is, make sure you are delivering gold standard service, because your customers deserve only the best. I'll see you guys in my next clip. Bye.
Nice one.
Again, no. We are clapping for you, because without you we cannot even have a shop, let alone a bank. So thank you so much for banking with us. If you need any customer service, cards, ATM, opening of account, everything, you go upstairs. And then if you need cash, this is your queue or inside this place. And feel free to just be jolly with us. We have sweets for you. Those are little ways of saying thank you, and thank you for banking with us. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome to another day in customer service week. So today we are actually wearing corporate Ankara, and this is the color I could find in my wardrobe. I think I'm matching with the background, and today you're going to be served by a corporate banker who is wearing happy colors, who is going to be very, very happy serving you as well. And I'm sure you're going to leave my desk happier than when you came in. What do you think of my feet? What's it?
Happy customer service week. Yay.
Alright, you got caught.
Nice.
You shall find a bad fight. If you hit your enemies shine. If you're not depend on me, enter the light. Cause you can never kill my vibe. Not here with no sacrifices. Everything was taken